Welcome to Keen Learning. My name is Juan Sebastian Garcia, and we are in the Windows 11 class. In this episode, we're going to look at the details of how to configure Windows 11 from scratch. Now, Windows 11, they took all the good stuff from different operating systems like the Mac OS. So they try to make this Windows 11 similar to Mac, the look and feel. That's why you get, a gray interface as well. But don't worry, it's pretty handy. Now, let's look at the menu here. Let's click on Settings. Once we click on Settings, we're going to go to Configure All Windows Settings. Now remember, if you're running a Windows environment where you have Windows 2019 server, that means the Active Directory server, well, you could pretty much configure this Windows client to be part of the domain. But we're going to look at those details on another class. Now, for basic Windows, we click on System. Right here on click on System, we start configuring all system parameters for this Windows machine. Now, of course, you have a menu for system, devices, phone. A few things change, like the phone link that's new. But other things are the same, so don't worry about it. We're going to look at those details. Now, when you click on System, you're going to see the system settings that it's pretty important to know. Now, on the display settings, you could change the focus assist, which is going to activate this option where you could stay focused on the screen. Activate automatic rules if you may. This is all for the screen. If you want to have the screen feature enabled, you can just click on it. Now, it's just a notification on the screen and an audio as well. So sometimes I don't like to activate it, but it depends how you want to use it. Now, the display color, you could have, a night light color on and off, HDR settings, scale and layout. Now, for the sound system, it recognizes your hardware on your desktop, so it already recognizes my speaker. So, for quick notifications and actions, you could enable it. Once you enable it right here, you're going to show notifications. Now, keep in mind that you can enable or disable location settings from here as well for sound. So, pretty much it's handy. Now, focus assist. Again, it's a feature on Windows 11 that'll let you see on the display so you can stay focused, and it will notify things. I'll get it disabled for now. Now, this other feature for power and sleep pretty much works the same with Windows 10. You could set up the screen to shut down after 10 minutes. You could configure power settings so the Windows PC will shut down automatically. Now, if you click on storage right here in storage, you could look at the storage that you configure. So we have a thing called Storage Sense. It's automatically turned on in Windows 11. It'll let you manage the space, the temporary files, the content, and the recycle bin. We have it, so let's look at it. So it's enabled, the cleanup of temporary files, the automatic user content cleanup, it's enabled. It's going to run a storage sense during free disk hours. You could configure if you want to synchronize with the cloud, with the OneDrive cloud. And you could delete files of the recycle bin after 30 days. So I think they enhanced the storage feature. A lot of good features they added right now. You could also change the storage space and look at it, and then make sure you're not consuming the disk. Now, for multitasking, you could turn it on, and you could have all these good features enabled. Basically, it's gonna give you like virtual desktop, pretty much similar to Linux. That if you move from one screen to the other, you could do this with Windows 11 as well. You could have the title bar shake. I don't want to turn that on. I don't like it, but so things like that are handy, for the graphical user. Now you could always disable this if you want, if you don't want to use multitask. It consumes a lot of memory, by the way. So protecting to this PC. Now this is the way you could rename your phone or PC. Now it's already named. It has a name on it. Desktop 3GG JDRT7. So let's leave it like that. Now you have a click. Let's click on Share Experiences. This is where I have the way I could share accounts or do a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth share to anybody nearby, and I could probably share files. So if I enable this, they could easily access to my files right away. Pretty cool feature. It's not, too crazy. It's something basic, but they enhance it. Now we have a clipboard feature here. When you do Control-C, Control-B, you copying things. Well, this clipboard is the same. You pretty much set up. If you want to save multiple times to your clipboard, if you want to sync across devices, if you want to clear clipboard data, well, you can do it from there. Now you have a remote desktop feature. It's not enabled because I don't have a full license for Windows 11. But pretty much it lets you access on a remote desktop your PC from your phone as well. Pretty much like a RDP protocol. It's one of those features that is for support, if you may. So, alright, now let's click on the About. This is pretty cool because I get to see what I got on this window. So I have a desktop name, processor, Intel, have 3 gigs of RAM. That's wrong because it's minimal 4 gigs of RAM. And you can have the Windows version. So you have Windows 11 Home Edition, Development version. I installed this a few days ago, and this is my OS build, Windows Experience Pack 321.14. So you can pretty much rename the PC or change or look at the details of this machine, the physical machine. This is Windows 11 Home, the one we're looking at. So I think it's pretty handy, fast to understand how to configure Windows. All right, so thank you and see you on the next episode.